I approve.
Why are so many people chronically online? Mind your own business. Stop trying to show me that you have a life. I don't care.
Oh my god, I gotta say, I saw your video, like, she's a fairy. It's so funny, me and you would laugh so hard.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you knew that. I'm so worried about that. Like, everybody thought I was
You gotta
something I
eat
don't
them
think a lot of people
carrots.
can say. Selma and Ori. Because those are the people that she sometimes spends time with at the rink, and like I told you that like I don't mind getting to with them. Like I
A project. He's just an asshole. Just a bad guy. If they were like desperate for money, if they were like, we are I've got to work until the last one, then that's something. But he's just like, yeah. If it was a situation where he had a nightmare job and a nightmare.
Here is the bucket head. I am done gluing it. Yeah. Basically, I do the bucket head method because it is just a lot easier. The base is the base, and it's a good thing to start with when you're a beginner. I'm not a beginner, I don't think. I'm kind of a intermediate, you know, just past beginner, I think. But still, I still like to do the bucket head because the way I do my heads, the way I like to do it is that I like to cut the back of the bucket, like almost half of this, like all of this would be gone, and so that the shoulders can move, and so the head can like look back without all of this foam hitting the back of your neck while you're wearing it, obviously. So I first of all, before I cut or do anything, I'm gonna mark where I want the eyes and where my nose is and where my mouth is. Yeah. So I made the marks. I did 3, if you saw. That's basically the mouth, then the tip of my nose, and then kind of like this middle bridge of my nose, because I want to, like, I'm not gonna allow myself to cut anywhere higher than that of the muscle mouth of the suit. And then here are my eyeballs, and obviously the eyes will be like a lot bigger. And I'm gonna do that is basically by putting strips along the top, or more like 1 strip over here and then 2 over here, 1 big and then 2 that come here at the point, and then you get the bucket. There is another way. Sky High Studios has made a beautiful tutorial on how they do their bucket heads, and it's basically you make long enough bucket head and then you cut triangles to fold in the bucket, and so it's a lot more of a bucket than a tube like I do it. I do the tube method. Start with a tube and then you close off the tube. So here we have semi base. I haven't done this thing because I was actually working on my mannequin head for like 2 hours. Yes. And I don't know if it works. But basically I just made this base and I cut off the back. You can see it's kind of just like this angle. It's kind of like where your ear would line up, almost. I think this is good.
Most likely not happy. Yeah, I'm never getting that cookie.
Yeah. So where we left off was this, and I will be attaching the little cross that I did actually end up gluing on. Maybe, I don't remember the last time. It's been like some days since I last worked on this, but that's okay. Right now, I fixed up. I kind of did the thing where you do the notches and you cut it and you glue it a bit more together so it gives a bit more round effect on the top. But I'm gonna add on this little top piece where there's a bit of ventilation and support, and a top half so your brain isn't gushing out. So I'll do that now. Yeah. So I did explain it, but I'm just attaching this little cross on top of the head just so there's, you know, ventilation and structure to the head. Obviously, you don't want your head to just pop through. You also need a place for the ears to lay. So that's basically what I'm doing with the base now, and also drawing the eyes. And I usually cut out the mouth first, and then I wait until I'm done building up the face to cut out the eyes. For example, right now I'm roughly sketching out a cheek, or like a semi-form of the cheek that I want, and it helps a lot to like see exactly what you want. For example, there I do a little crease and it fits a lot better with the face, so you just have that, and you kind of just want to continue building and going back and forth and drawing more, and either going flat or 3D like with a muzzle. It all depends on what you want to do. Truly. Katsu. So, like I said, I just make the shape that I want, like the side of the muzzle, and I just start by making like little rectangles or squares to cut out of my foam, and from then on I glue them together and start sculpting. It might take hours and hours to get the shape that you want, but you should spend those hours and hours to truly get the shape that you want and like fall in love with it. So it's good to have quite sharp scissors and knives and a good hot glue gun to make sure everything goes as smoothly as you want it to go.
here I am just taking a piece that I've already cut off, just like some trash foam, and I cut some pieces out of that to get these filler pieces, which are very good to fill in gaps and like awkward spaces. Only thing, you have to be very careful because they're usually very thin and the pieces are small, so the hot glue can go on your fingers.
I agree. That's forever. For the rest of your life. That's great.
I didn't really film that much yesterday about the progress making the suit, but I am gonna be changing it up a bit today. I'm definitely gonna take down a bit of the cheeks and maybe even add a bit of piece here on the side to make it more the shape of the animal that I'm trying to do here. When I look at the side, the bottom jaw kind of looks too big, but when I like, you know, close it, it goes under, so I'm like debating if I should change that up. But I think this is going pretty well. I'm just gonna be trying to do the most I can today. Maybe I can't even finish the inner lining and tape it today. I don't think I want to start cutting fur or anything, but who knows, maybe I should be doing that. I don't know what more to say about this, but yeah, it's just need to continue going with it. Okay, so here's a little trick for everyone, is that, ow, I really hurt myself. Anyways, no, but I take these kind of like triangular pieces that I do end up cutting off when I'm like doing like a big section of like cutting things off, and I store them and I use them for when I, example, am trying to smooth out an edge. Like here, is that I cut off enough piece, or I rip off enough material so I can place one of the edges, I guess, into the crevice where I need it to be filled, and I just hot glue it, and it ends up, if you can see, smooths it a bit more. It makes it a lot more transitional. Yes, I'm gonna do that on both sides. Yes, you could say it's losing definition, but like I don't need that much definition. I just needed a bit more than I did last time, like I was talking about. That's okay. I'm gonna do that now, yay! So I am in love with these ears. These ears are looking absolutely adorable, but they're not exactly like mink ears. I think they should be like a tad bit smaller, but I'm kind of scared to cut them down because they're kind of cute like this. But yeah, I don't want it to look like a mouse. It's not supposed to be a mouse. It's supposed to be a mink. But I don't know. I think I should cut them a bit down. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Right? Is it the same? Is it the same? Right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now it's looking a little bit more like a... I don't know what that means, but here it is. I gotta glue it down, and then I gotta finish up trimming some stuff, and I think we are ready for taping. Well, I think I'm gonna add some in the back here, maybe, because it's kind of just flat in the back, compared to all the dimensions in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and do some gluing and a little bit more carving, and then we'll go on to the taping. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done taping a half of it because my design is mirrored, it's symmetrical, so I don't need to tape both sides, which is nice. Because doing this one nostril probably took me the same amount as doing the whole everything else. Honestly, it took me so long trying to figure out how to tape this nostril, and I don't even know if I'm gonna use this tape for it because it's very bad. But besides that, I am done taping everything. Like, I taped inside to the outside, inside the mouth and everything, so it's fully like covered, and what's left now is making the markings and the seams, and from then on it will be tracing the patterns, cutting the fur, cutting the patterns, and sewing it all together and gluing it on. So, and then making the eyes and stuff. That's like, and then the accessories. I will definitely try my best to do most of it. We'll see how much I can do, especially today. I thought this will take me longer. Honestly, I thought this was gonna take me all day, but it's just turning 2 in the afternoon. I have to go get myself lunch, and then I will continue. Maybe I'll do some stuff on my computer. Actually, I do need to do some stuff on my computer. Also, I have no clue when this video will come out because I have like 4 videos unedited right this minute. Today it is the 20th of July, so whenever this is posted, you'll see when that is posted. I don't know, but here is the suit, and I will be going to get lunch, and then I'm gonna do all the markings and stuff. So yeah. So after a bit of not working on this suit, I am now finally working again on this suit, and I am done with all the markings and planning of the markings and stuff. And I did the neck, which is a bit wonky, but it should be okay. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we'll see. but most everything is ready. Everything will be just mirrored, and same here in the back. I don't know if I'm gonna add a zipper here. We'll just see when it gets to that point. So, but most everything is ready. And also yeah, this is how far it is with it. Wait, this, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's starting to come together. As you can see, it's not like fully 3D, like follow me eyes. It's like a bit, only because I kind of wanted to move the eyes to look forward, but like if I would have done fully 3D follow me, it would have just been like that, and that didn't really look good. So I kind of tilted it to make it look a bit more forward, but still hold that 2D and 3D. Like I love 3D eyes, like follow me eyes, a lot more than 2D, but it still has a bit of that cartoonish 2D eyes, which I don't mind. When they're done very well, they are done very well. And I'm thinking, like, it's okay, even though it's like my suit and I want everything that I love to be in the suit, I think it's okay to take a bit of artist creative liberty in it. So, for example, the ears, they're not exactly like mink ears, but like they are fun and happy and everything. So I'm very much, like, every time I do something to the suit, I keep falling more in love with it. So I just can't wait until it's fully ready. So I started sewing and I didn't film much, but I've taken everything off of even the inside, and here we have the inside of the muzzle, and it's gonna be like this fluffy minky, I think it's called. But yeah, there's one hole for the nostrils, but I'm basically gonna sew 2 tubes together and have them angle out to connect with the outside of the nose. So like the nostrils are gonna go like meow. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and do that. Then I'm gonna do the bottom jaw. I'm gonna sew along this line because this is the outside smile dot. And then yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sew together the inside of like the brain basically. So I'll come back to you when I'm done with that. Bye bye.
Putting in some scaffolding. Oh, that is very cool. I really like that. We've just got ourselves an actual corrugated.
No. Okay, so look, nose has been added, and it is indeed it's pretty wonky, but it is a pickable nose. You see? Time is already 20 minutes over 10 p.m. Yes. So I don't know. Maybe I'll start tracing the patterns onto the fabric. We'll see how the time is by then. I don't think I can do much more. I was hoping to be a bit further today. I was a bit lazy and procrastinating. I was a bit procrastinating today, but it's what it is. You know, it's what I have. It's what I got. So this is how far I'm gonna basically get today. Guess next clip is the update of however far I am in this.
product you need right in your pocket with the iHerb app. You kind of do.
Sweet. Like, it's just like a lack of respect.
Right.
Well, some comments. What you think, you know, I don't have kids, but like you think of refusing to pay for her use case.
We all are. To be clear, of course.
Okay, so there's a complete mess and I need to go to sleep because it is currently midnight. 00:00. So there's not even a time. But I have done some stuff and hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. Which does not mean anything for you viewers because you'll just see the next clip. But here's the neck. I do need to fix it up a bit because it's not long enough in the back. But that will look something like this. As you can see, it's not long enough. And so, yeah, but this looks good. It feels nice. It's laying like at a very comfortable like length, kind of. But yeah, like that. How it's feeling, honestly, I think I might need to add a zipper, but that's for tomorrow. And here's how much I was able to, this is how much I was able to do today. I just finished shaving up the ears a bit, if you can see that it's like very short length here, and then it gets floofy at like the connection bits. Yeah, the mess. There's a whole bunch of fur on the ground from shaving the ears, so something like this. This looks kind of cursed, but yeah, this is how far I've gotten my suit. The eyes do look kind of crazy. I'm thinking if I can adjust them a bit, but I don't know. We will see. We will see when it comes to that. And I sewed everything, hot glued and sewed. And I think it's looking pretty good so far. And it's just the eyeballs. I need to attach the eyeballs in here and put some eyeliner on. So I didn't film it, but I'm done. I added a little tongue, which has like a little Velcro strip. There's also a Velcro. And here I just hot glued that on because I kind of forgot that it's supposed to have a tongue. Then I added in the eyes and the neck. I sewed in the ladder stitch all around, and then I went ahead and I made the eyeliner out of EVA foam, just like the eyes, and I dremeled it down or sanded it down to make it smooth on the outside, and same with here. I always smooth out my eyes like here, so it's like not a cut, so it's more prettier to look at. But here we have a cheeky little smile. It looks better on this side, but it just looks so good. It just looks so good. It looks so good. I have my suit. I have a suit on my character. You see, it has the beautiful neck with a pattern going down. We have teeth. We have the goofy little teeth hanging here, being a little plush and cute. A beautiful neck. We have the snout, big, beautiful eyes. Oh, the ears are just like perked up, like boing. I think it's super cute. It makes it look very goofy, which I like it when it looks goofy like that. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Oh my god. And as soon as I put the eyeliner on, it looks so good. Oh my god. Most every suit has like a pretty big blind spot at the middle, but it's pretty prominent with this one because like minks have like that big nose, which I think is so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this beauty. This guy is literally just a goober. Like usually I use him pronouns, but it's also like, it's a representation of me, and I'm like, literally I don't know what the fuck I am. So it's whatever it wants to be, honestly. But who knows at this point? I don't know. This Saturday, which is going to be the 9th of August 2025. That is when this has to be completely ready. Well, the head is ready. That's good. I was focusing on that, but I do need to make the paws now. I want to have the paws and, you know, maybe the tail if I can. But I wonder if the audio is good. I don't know. That's why I'm like coming like super up close to the camera. Like, can you hear me? But like honestly, I don't know. There's the one thing. There's like little dips here. That's because my foam work wasn't like super smooth there. So I guess if you want good smooth anything on your suit, make sure that it is done smooth, because it will show up underneath the fur, especially if it's short, you know, like this, like shaved short. But that's beside the point. I'm now gonna maybe ask about dinner, because, you know, my parents sometimes make dinner, but sometimes not. My mom has actually gone swimming, so. But I'm going to clean up a bit, but not really. Not really. But like, then I'm gonna. I'm very happy right now, if you can't tell. You can't. Time for the pause.